Greetings. Today we continue in part number 2 of focusing on present service from 1 Peter 1:13 and 14. We stopped yesterday by asking you to consider the question, what does a servant do? And the answer is he serves his master. Much of the religious world claims to be serving the Lord. The problem is that what they are doing is at odds with what the master has commanded his servants to be doing. In Luke chapter 6 and verse 46, Jesus said, "And why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say?" Just as Jesus said in Luke 6:45, immediately preceding, a good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good. An evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is evil. For out of the abundance of his heart the mouth speaketh. And again, he follows it up and says, "And why call you me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say?" When we say he is Lord and are not actually doing what he says, we're not serving him. Paul clearly declares that we make a choice, the function of the mind, to yield either to the flesh or the spirit. That was in Romans 6. Now we come to Romans 7, verse 6. But now we are delivered from the law, that being dead wherein we were held, that we should serve in newness of spirit and not in the oldness of the letter. Before salvation, a human being is dominated by the flesh with its inherent lust. The lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is defined in 1 John 2:16. These things are stated to be of the world system and not of God. After salvation, we're to focus our minds upon our present service to God, which is contrary to these old lusts. 1 John 2:5 declares it this way, "Love not the world," that is the world system, "neither the things that are in this world system. If any man love the world system, the love of the Father is not in him." So either the love of the Father is not in him because he has no relationship with the Father, he's not saved, or the love of the Father is not in him because he is yielded to the flesh and backslidden so far, he has forgotten that he was even saved, as 1 Peter 1:9 declares. So 1 Peter 1:14 literally says, "As children of obedience, not fashioning together with the lust, a former thing by means of you all's lack of knowledge." Now, fashioning is a compound word composed of the prefix preposition sun, soon, number 4862, which means together with, and the root word is 4976, schema, fashion. Our word schematic appears to be a transliteration from this word. A schematic diagram is a specific pattern to be followed. The present middle participle here is a prohibition to the children of obedience, and thus a description of the children of disobedience, those being fashioned together themselves to the world's lust by means of a lack of knowledge. The root word which Peter compounds, 4976, fashion, is only used in Philippians 2:8 and 1 Corinthians 7:31. In 1 Corinthians 7:31 it says, "And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away." Philippians 2:8, "And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross." Now we find other words that are translated by the word fashion in the King James. In Luke 9:29 it says, "And as he prayed, the fashion of his countenance was altered, and his raiment was white and glistening." Now, this is Strong's 1491, eidos. This word for fashioned in Luke 9:29 is used in 4 other times in the New Testament. In Luke 3:22, and the Holy Ghost descended bodily in a bodily shape. That's the same word, like a dove upon him, and a voice came from heaven which said, Thou art my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. In John 5:37, and the Father himself which sent me hath borne witness of me. Ye have neither heard his voice at any time, nor seen his shape. Again, Strong's 1491. Again, in John 14:9, Jesus says, Unto him have I been so long time with you, and yet thou hast not known me, Philip. He that hath seen me hath seen the Father. And how sayest then, Show us the Father? And then finally in 2 Corinthians 5:7, a little verse, it says, For we walk by faith and not by sight. Not by what we see, not by the shape of things, but by faith.